Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video so you know who I am, what my journey has been like and why you should listen to me. In this video, I have some potentially encouraging news from the White House and from the Democrats. It has been reported that the US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have indeed agreed to restart stimulus negotiations. This is a good thing. So it looks like both the sides will be coming back to the table very, very shortly. This was just reported a few hours ago from the Hill. So I'm hoping that this is very encouraging. According to this report, US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said today that he and Speaker Pelosi have agreed to restart negotiations because negotiations have been stalled for a few weeks now. He said, I've probably spoken to Speaker Pelosi 15 to 20 times in the last few days on the CR, which is a continuing resolution to continue to fund the government. And he said, and we've agreed to continue to have discussions about the CARES Act. This is actually a good thing. House Speaker Pelosi also said, and I quote, we'll be hopefully soon to the table with them. And she did indicate that negotiations with the White House on continued stimulus relief, continued stimulus negotiations and possibly a second stimulus check are going to resume soon. So hopefully this is something that we can be encouraged with. I just want to help my viewers and subscribers have measured expectations, have realistic expectations, because the two sides are still fairly far apart. The Democrats want $2.2 trillion and the administration, the White House has indicated, President Trump did indicate in a tweet that the Republicans should go for higher numbers. But it does look like $1.3 to $1.5 trillion seems to be their limit. There is a call from many individuals for them to come to a consensus. In fact, this is a message from Sherrod Brown from Ohio. He's a ranking Democrat on the Banking Committee and one of the Senate's most progressive members. What lawmaker Sherrod Brown said was, I quote, the Senate offered a paltry $500 billion plan. Economists all over the country want 3 and 4 and 5 times that amount. You and the president said you want something larger. Why can't you get Senate Republicans to go along with a bigger number than the $500 billion package? And he was referring to the skinny bill or the targeted bill that essentially didn't go anywhere. It was blocked by Senate Democrats, and Republican Senator Rand Paul also voted against it. So that's where things stand right now. And Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell said that there should be more stimulus. He said, and I quote, if people start to run through it, what resources they have, then they're at risk of losing their homes or having to move out of the place they're renting, maybe move back in with family, and those things are not necessarily good for controlling the spread of the pandemic. And what Chairman Jerome Powell said was the CARES Act really did a lot of good in putting money into people's hands and keeping them in their homes and keeping them spending, keeping them in one piece. Going forward, more of that may be needed. And I did do a video yesterday where I talked about several CEOs emphasizing more stimulus payments, emphasizing the need for more stimulus. It's very clear that both sides want to do more stimulus. So there is, I would say right now, there is a glimmer of hope. I'm going to give you the news as it comes out, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Speaking of exactly what's going on, you'll see a tweet on your screen from Jake Sherman over at Politico, always extremely insightful. Jake said, in the wake of this, Pelosi and her team have made clear that Republicans need to meet them halfway. In other words, House Speaker Pelosi is expecting the Republicans to come up to $2.2 trillion. So halfway between the GOP and the Democrats' offer is $2.2 trillion, just so that we are clear. So that hasn't changed. Question is, will Republicans feel like they need a deal in the next 10 or so days? Because we need Republican senators to be able to get behind this. And again, you can see the comment from US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin on your screen. In another interesting tweet from Jake Sherman, he wrote, a lot of people are going to read it this way, and they do restart talks. But the real question remains, does Mnuchin agree to up their offer by $1 trillion? In other words, can the Republicans get behind an offer north of $2.2 trillion? And if the answer to that question is no, as you can see on your screen, Jake Sherman is saying further stimulus is unlikely. And in one additional tweet, which is extremely interesting, Jake Sherman responded to another Twitter message, which basically indicated that House Speaker Pelosi cannot afford to lose more than 8 to 10 House seats in the upcoming November election. Just to give my viewers and subscribers a recap, in this upcoming election, there are 35 Senate seats that are up for re-election. There are 435 House seats that are up for re-election. Out of the 35 senators, 23 are Republicans and 12 are Democrats. And so House Speaker Pelosi cannot afford to lose more than 8 to 10 House seats, because then there could be a risk of potentially putting the House majority at risk. So there is a political calculation here. And I've mentioned this earlier on my channel. Anything that happens between today and the election, as far as stimulus is concerned, is going to be politically motivated. So the suggestion here is that House Speaker Pelosi will need to do a stimulus very soon, because she's lining up to lose 8 to 10 Democratic House seats with the November election. The longer this essentially drags on. And this is not what Republicans and Democrats believe, but this is one idea that's been thrown out there. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Also, please share this video with friends and family members. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Chhoda. If you don't know anything about me, check out my introductory video. You'll learn who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. So please make sure you click subscribe, you enable notifications, and you like the video, because that's your vote of confidence in us and all the hard work that me and my team put together. I would really appreciate it if you can do that. If you want to get notifications from us on your cell phone, if there's some big news, there's some news that we think you should know immediately, we'll send you an SMS notification. Get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS list, and you can opt out of the news list at any point in time that you want. You can also get added to our email list. Go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You'll get added to our email list, and you can opt out of our SMS list or our email list at any time. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. We release exclusive content on Instagram for our Instagram subscribers. And also, please follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Speaking of notifications, sometimes YouTube notifications don't go out on time. So you may want to bookmark youtube.com/ignition_time. That's youtube.com/ignition_time. This way, you can bookmark our channel, you can visit our channel, you can watch our videos. You won't miss a single video, because you're not dependent on notifications from YouTube. Thank you so much for watching once again. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. Again, that's your vote of confidence in us. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thanks. Bye. Pelosi.